Hey everybody, it's Casual Boops coming at you with another video, and today we're doing not an advent calendar. I almost said advent calendar. The holiday ops in review. I didn't do this last year or the year before or anything like that, but this year I wanted to just kind of, we're actually almost done with holiday ops. It only goes until January 9th or 10th or something like that. And so we've gotten to the point where we're nearing the end, and I wanted to give my thoughts. This is kind of going to be to wargaming, but also this is just going to be my thoughts on what was good about this year's holiday ops, what was bad about this year's holiday ops, what can be improved, and hopefully somebody will look at this and then get the feedback, and maybe next year will be even better. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comments, and of course hit the like and subscribe and the bell and all that stuff too. But thank you very much for watching. But let me know if you agree or disagree, right? So first things first, I know on World of Tanks NA there was a screw up. They screwed up, and they said in their article that each large box would come with a non-duplicate decoration, and that was not true, right? People got duplicates, and you'll see in my loot box opening that it had duplicates, Yes, it had duplicates, and then they went and fixed that. They gave everybody, they actually doubled up on it. Like they expanded the window of time, and then gave it basically, I don't know, whatever they did, they basically made it rain. So I think with that regard, they did a really good job of fixing that screw up. So with that being said, I know a lot of folks have a lot more shards than they probably should have, but I'm gonna try to address the event as if that mistake had not happened, right? Because if that hadn't happened, the intention, I believe, was for the boxes to give duplicates, for people to not get the amount of stuff that they got, and that I think would have changed the way the event felt for a lot of folks. So I'm going to try to, go at this review with that in mind. So first things first, the good stuff. I'm going to start with the good stuff, and then the bad stuff, and then I'll do my suggestions for next year and how it could be better. So we'll start with the good stuff. The good stuff, the guaranteed mechanic, the feels bad mechanic. Where is it? I'm sure maybe you've seen this. So there's if you open 50 boxes and you haven't pulled a tier 8 premium, on your 50th you are guaranteed to receive a vehicle. And that's really good. I think that's a really cool thing, because it's possible to be very unlucky. In the previous years, you had people open 100 boxes and not get any premium tanks, and that feels really bad. So this is at least a way to stop that bad feeling from happening, and I think it was really good. This is a great thing. Should have been there from the beginning. And in fact, when I opened the 200 boxes that Wargaming gave me for free, the first 50 I needed this, and then the next 50 I needed this, and then things balanced out a little bit. So this definitely helps. So this was a big thing. Good deal. And I've got everything written down here. So the next thing, vehicle slots are substantially improved this year. Let me see here. So previous years it was very awkward where the Chuck, okay, so there were a bunch of different vehicle slots that were set, right? If it was a heavy tank, it got such and such bonus. If it was a tank destroyer, it got such and such bonus. And then there was Chuck Norris's slot that you could choose what the bonus that you wanted. This year they've substantially improved it, and now it's whatever tank you put in it, you get to choose the bonus. I think that is a huge benefit, because now these things actually, you can choose the tank that you want, you can choose the benefit that you want. This is huge. This is substantially less awkward. This is huge. I am a big fan of this change. It made these things not useless. So that's one thing. Let me see here. The next thing, allowing the use of shards to substitute as an anti-duplicator. This sounds like a minutia, like a small thing, but this is actually a really big thing, because otherwise anti-duplicators don't come very often. You only get a certain amount from certain things, and so once you're out of those, you're just pulling the slot machine, hoping to fill out your collection, and you might get duplicates and duplicates, and you just never finish your damn collection. It's very annoying, very frustrating to get the same one 6 in a row. So this fixes that, and although it is kind of expensive, this was a huge bonus, and I think this was a really good change. So let's see here. So that's that. The parcel concept. This whole concept, sending boxes to your friends, this is cool. I like this. The concept in itself was neat, right? It gives people to get friends on their friends list, and you have people to send things to, and so you get people to branch out a little bit. This was a neat concept. Having a camo at the end, it's not like something broken. It's not like, oh god, you have to do this, but if you do, it's a cool camouflage. So yeah, very good. Also the user interface, my last one here. The good thing is the user interface. It's a lot easier to find the thing you're looking for because it's all here at the top of the screen. This is a huge bonus. It's understated, right? It doesn't sound like, oh, what do you mean? Like the previous years, it was just you had to like click around 8 million different ways to find the thing you're looking for. The user interface is a lot easier to understand now. So this is nice. This is a nicer thing than previous years. So those are the good things. Great job on those things. The bad things now. We're gonna switch to the bad things. Tying the credit multiplier so substantially to the collection was a bad move. Because especially with the changes, right? So it's always been this way, but in the previous years you had the different levels, like a bunch of them were a lot easier to get. So this year, there are no levels of decoration, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all the same level. So as a result, it's a lot, it feels like it's a lot harder to fill out the collection and or to the extent that is required to get a 50% credit bonus. It takes way longer. That's not that cool. So it takes a lot more work, a lot more time, a lot more money, really, if you want to get your 50% credit bonus than I think it should. Let me see here. It also takes more shards to create the things, right? So if you wanted to get a specific thing, it takes 1,500 shards plus your 2,000 to end it anti-duplicator. So you're looking at either 1,500 to roll the dice, or 3,500 to get one, to get a guaranteed new one for each one of these things. For each, like it just takes way more shards to create decorations that you need, and then when you break them, you only get 100 each. Right, 100 for each of these. Whereas previous years, it was cheaper to use the decoder writer to craft one, and you also got more shards from breaking decorations. So it's a lot harder now. The math for what they've changed makes it a lot harder to get the decorations, to fill out the collections, to get the credit bonus. Now these things were offset by daily, by weekly missions, right? The weekends on the missions give like 10,000 shards or 20,000 shards. And there's one for that's going to be, it's up right now for like, they've been showering you with boxes and a bunch of shards and stuff and anti-duplicators. And I don't know, but I think these things are done and after the fact, because Wargaming has realized that, oh my God, people are not happy with the progress, right? It's taking way longer than we expected, taking way longer than most people have expected. So we need to do something so people aren't upset. So they got these missions. This is a Band-Aid. I think the missions are trying to offset the fact that they've overdone it, right? It's so much harder to get a decent credit bonus, even if you've thrown your wallet at the screen. That's not very cool. It's not, yeah. Let's see here. So the other thing that's bad, paid boxes, I don't think they should give duplicates at all. And I know they fixed the mistake, I'm talking about, let's say there was no mistake, just looking at how things should be. Right now, you could be in a situation where you just really like the sweater camo, let's say. You just really like the sweater camo and you want this thing. And so you're trying to get the Christmas collection finished up so you can get your sweater camo, and you're missing a bunch of Christmas decorations. So you buy a bunch of Christmas boxes, right? Makes all kinds of sense, and Wargaming gets a bunch of money. But because you can get duplicates, it's possible, it is conceivable that you might need one Christmas decoration that's unique. And so you buy 10, 11 boxes and they're all duplicates, and you don't get any progress by buying large boxes. I think if you're willing to throw money at the screen, you should guarantee results. If I open large boxes that are paid for, I should guarantee progress. And the fact that it's just, you might just pull the slot machine and get unlucky and then, oh, you should just buy more. I think that's a bad move. The paid boxes should definitely include non-duplicates. And if you need to rebalance it because of that, then go do it. But like, it feels bad to throw money at the screen and to not progress and not get any progress at all. So that's a bad thing. Let me see here. So the parcel, I talked about the concept of the parcels is good. I like the concept of hanging with your friends and showing and sending them stuff, but the interface is so annoying. Like I have to click one and then send it, and then it does the thing, and then I wait, and then it's okay, and then we go again. And I click the next one and I send it again. Like, I'm sure you guys have experienced this. It feels like a chore. It feels like I got to take 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day and send the thing. It's just, what I want to have happen here is I click, I go down the list, I select the checkbox next to everybody, I click the button once, that says send, and it sends them all out. Like, this should be fast. It shouldn't take very long. It shouldn't be an exercise to go through. Also, if I have somebody on my friends list and I want to send them a thing, why can't I just say send a parcel? And then it automatically sends them a thing. Like, what it does, this is such a stupid, like, super user interface. If I am in my garage and I have a friend and I say send a parcel, it brings me to the parcel thing, but their name isn't automatically populated. So I still have to go search for them. You know, whatever. Like, I still have to go look for them. So like, they're halfway there, but the annoying thing of clicking through, and it sounds trivial, but you're doing this 10 times a day for, you know, 12 days. It adds up. It's annoying. So that, I think they need to streamline the parcel sending process. Let me see here. I've got all my notes on this screen here so I don't forget anything. Let's see here. So the decoration interface is a chore, similar to the postal service. So like, every time you got a decoration, you got points toward your festive atmosphere for putting it on the tree, which sounds great, I guess. They're trying to incentivize people to see all the things they've made, right? But what that means is every time you open a box and you got a new one, you got to go to the tree, select the thing, rotate, put the new one on, put the next one on, put the next one on. Like, I just feel like I have to go through each of them. It feels like a chore. Don't make this into a job, Wargaming. Make it easier. Don't make me like just make it like, I'm just trying. It felt annoying to me personally to have to go through on an alt account. You know, I'm trying to get it to festive atmosphere level 10, and I get some new decorations, I have to stop and then go to the Christmas tree and select the thing and rotate to the new one, and okay, I've got my point. I gotta go to this one and put the next one on, and go to this one and put the next one on. It just felt like a chore. Don't make it into a chore, guys. This shouldn't be laborious and tedious. And right now it kind of is. It's kind of tedious to have to put the things on. Okay. The next one, the vehicle slots, right? They're really good. This is a huge improvement. I've already talked about this. However, you cannot accept premium vehicles and rental vehicles. You can't put premiums in this. Now, I think this is a holdover from when they were first introduced, because this was how you got like a credit bonus or something, I think. And so they didn't want you to double up on a credit bonus on a premium tank or something like that. But like, I think this is stupid. What they should do is allow you to use premium tanks in these holiday op slots. What are they afraid of? You're gonna get 100% crew XP on top of the bonus for your crew XP for your premium tank. But like, so what? What's the big deal? What are they afraid of? You're actually gonna get a decent crew in under 200 battles? Like, I think that they should allow premium tanks, and that would be a huge improvement. And I think that the consequences, air quote, I can't think of a good reason why you wouldn't do that, aside from that's how it's always been done. So let me use the premium tanks in the holiday slots. Excuse me. Okay. After you've got to holiday ops level 10, you have the option of filling out the previous year's camouflages, which is cool. Yeah, if you don't have those things, you can go and look and see what they are, and if you like any of them, you can get them usually at a reduced rate, see what they look like. Some of them are good, some of them are awful, and that's cool. However, if you've been doing this for a while, or maybe you've just got enough shards that you've got them all, right? So at this point, I've got them all, and I've got my collection all figured out, and it's all done. I have nothing to do with my shards. I have 83,000 shards. I guess I've tossed a few at the Arnie missions to make those easier, because why not? But like, there's nothing to do with these things. At this point, I'm kind of done with holiday. Like, I don't care about boxes. I don't really care about decorations. I don't really care about shards anymore. Like, I am completely finished with the event, to the point where I'm now basically ignoring it, because there's nothing for me. There's no more reason for me to care about it. So that's an issue. There's not a good shard sync. I'll get into that in the next part for suggestions. I don't know if you guys have known this, so we'll go to the next one here and try to keep it moving. Randomly, when somebody sends you a package, or when you send a package, it will give you a special package that could have anything from like 2 small boxes or 4 small boxes, or you can get one of the old camos from the previous years. It's not a very nice looking one. It's like a whiter one, or you can get a very rare commander, the Anton Anton. One of the developers is a rare commander, but it's all RNG. And it's that's my complaint, is that it feels bad. Like, I have sent boxes every single day, and I've gotten one of the camos, but I haven't gotten the commander. And And there's nothing I can do about that. I just have to just cross my fingers and keep sending parcels, hoping that I keep going through this process and eventually I will get the commander. I can't do anything about that. There's no way to tell whether the very next one will get it or whether I will never get it. I don't know. There's no way to tell. So I think the RNG, the randomness attached to the parcels and the special rewards needs to be less obfuscated. Make it obvious. Like if I send 100 parcels or whatever, like give me a countdown just like the large boxes. So that's my complaint there. Just in general, I have an issue with the fact that there are new tanks hidden behind the loot boxes. I've said, this is not an uncommon thing, and it's better now that there is the feels bad counter. But in general, I am of the opinion that if you're going to have new content available in boxes, it should also be available separately for sale straight up. I know that it gets you less money because that's less gambling, and people are going to be willing to throw money at the screen to get all the to buy boxes and stuff. But like, that's really shady. That's really cool. Really not cool. Preying on people's slight gambling addictions. It should be straight up. You should be able to buy, like, this is not a casino, and if you don't want it to be a casino, you should be able to say, hey, you can roll the dice and try these boxes over here, or you can just buy this tank. Like, hiding the new tanks behind loot boxes is predatory. Straight up. That's not very cool. But I'm sure you won't listen to me because that makes big money. So whatever. I don't think that's a cool thing to do. You shouldn't do it. Okay. You should start holiday ops earlier or start the advent calendar later, because there's a brief window of time when there's advent calendar, but there's no holiday ops. And what that means is people buy a bunch of boxes for holiday ops because they're chasing the tanks. See the last point. And then after that, they have a bunch of gold. And now they're more likely to spend that gold on advent calendar tanks. But during the time when there is an advent calendar tank, but there hasn't holiday ops has not started, then it's awkward. It's like, all right, what am I going to do? I don't have gold because I'm going to buy boxes. I'm not going to buy gold because I'm about to buy a bunch of boxes. So it doesn't make sense. It's weird to have them offset like that. I think that either you should start holiday ops earlier, or you should have maybe don't call it the advent calendar anymore. Maybe just call it winter sale, winter tank sales, or whatever, so that it lines up, coincides with holiday ops more, that people will have the gold from the boxes, that they're more likely to buy holiday ops, or they're more likely to buy advent calendar tanks. I think that the fact that they're not completely overlapping is weird and not very smart. Like, from you guys' perspective, people would buy more stuff if they had the gold. Yeah, so there's that. So now we get to suggestions, what I think you could do to help make things improved next year. It would be cool, I think, to have a chance at getting anti-duplicators in small boxes. I think that would be a nice thing. Another reason to care about small boxes. I think it'd be a nice little random thing to help people go along and finish collections. Anti-duplicators are rare. You could make them a rare thing, but it would be a good deal to do that. I think big boxes should not have duplicates. If you pay money, you should be guaranteed progress, right? It's not like, it doesn't make sense to me. It just totally blows my mind that they thought that was okay. If I pay money, I should progress. I should get progress. I shouldn't just get maybe not what I'm looking for, not anything I can use, and then I have to break it for 100 shards. Big boxes should not have duplicate decorations. Also, I think that there should be a shop that you can spend shards on, right? So like 83,000 shards. I don't know. Maybe you restrict the shard shop until after all the collections are done, or maybe after you get to atmosphere level 10 or whatever. Restrict it all you want. But there comes a point, like I'm at the point now where I have no use for these shards. And so I don't care about this event. But if there was a shop where I could spend my shards on like crew boxes or crew books or something, I don't know. Equipment, I don't know. I don't know what it is. You guys decide. But give me something to do with these shards, because right now I have nothing. I have so many shards. I have nothing to do with these. And if there was a reason to care, then maybe I could be incentivized to keep opening boxes and keep working at the missions and keep doing all the things. Maybe even buy some more boxes because I'm a gambling addict or whatever. But right now there's just no reason for me to care about these anymore. So create a shard sink by giving me a shop, right? Something to buy stuff with. I think that's it. And then also, of course, let me put premium tanks in the holiday ops vehicles. This is a big one. Because yeah, if I'm going to grind credits, I'm going to be grinding my premium tanks. Let me throw a crew XP bonus on it too. Like, why would you not? Like, what are you afraid of? Me having too good of a time? It doesn't make sense. So those are the things I had written down. Otherwise, you know, obviously holiday ops is the most wonderful time of the year. But yeah, I don't have anything else. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Am I way off base? Am I just complaining? Am I just a complainer? I don't know. Is there something I missed? Is there something that bothered you about the event that you want to see improved for next year? Is there, or have I covered it all? So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate your feedback, and I'm going to send this to Wargaming too, assuming they don't already see it. So I will assume that let me know, and then your voices will be heard. So, alrighty, thanks guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right.